Hello friends, myself Miss Yogita Uttamrao Kadam, lecturer in Computer Technology Department from KK Wagh Polytechnic Nasik. In today's session, we'll discuss about the data definition language command. Data definition language command is a part of SQL language command. This DDL commands is used to work with the database structure. It means we can create database structure, we can modify the database structure, or we can delete the database structure by using these DDL commands. The DDL commands are create, alter, rename, truncate, drop and describe. One by one, let us have the demonstration of all the DDL commands. So here I have opened SQL command line prompt to connect with the Oracle database. So I am connecting with the Oracle database by entering proper username and password. So the first DDL command is create, which is used to create a table. Table is nothing but one of the database object. So to create the table, we have a command create table name. Give the user define. This is the user define table name. I am giving the table name as DEPT info. Then open bracket, that is left side parenthesis. Then specify the column names for the department info table. So my first column name is DEPT ID. Then after that specify its data type. I am giving the data type to the department ID as a number, and then in bracket we have to specify the size for the column. Then put comma, space, and then specify the next column for the department info table. So my second column is department name, which will store the data of the type character. So I am specifying the data type as character, and then its size. So this is my last column from the table. So I am closing the bracket and then put semicolon. After that press enter. So it gives us the message table created. It means the structure of the table is created. Now to observe this structure, we have the second command describe. It is written like describe and then table name. So I am writing the command describe underscore info. So it will show us the structure of the department info table. So it gives us the structure, that whatever the columns available in the table and its associated data type and size. After that we have the next command alter, which is used to modify the structure of the table. We can add new column in the existing table by using this alter table command, or we can modify the data type and size of the existing column. For that purpose we have two keywords with the alter command, that is add and modify. Here I am using the first keyword add. Alter table name. Here our table name is department info. Then use the keyword add, which is used to add new column. So my new column is location. I am specifying its data type as a character and its size. We can add more than one column in the same command by using comma. Here I have to add only one column, so I am closing the bracket and then semicolon. Then press enter. It gives us the message table alter. To observe the change, we have to use describe command one more time. So I am using the describe command. Describe department info. So observe the change. Previously we have 2 columns in the department info table. Now one more column is added to the department info table as a location. After that we have the modify keyword. This modify keyword is used to change the column name, data type and its size. Okay, to change the data type and size of the existing column, we have to use modify keyword with the alter command. So here I am using the alter command. Alter table, table name, modify. Here I am modifying the location column. Previously we have the data type for location column as character and size 10. Now I am giving new data type to this location column as varchar2 or varchar and its size. Again it gives us the message table alter. To observe the change, use describe command. So observe this change. Previously the location column is having the data type character and size 10. Now it is changed from char to varchar and size from 10 to 15. So this is our third command which comes under the category data definition language command. After that we have the next command, that is rename. This rename command is used to give another name to the table. So I am giving the another name to this department info table. Rename old table name. Our old table name is department info to new table name. I am assigning new table name as department DPT info 1 2 and then semicolon. So the table is rename. It means we have a new name to the table as department underscore info 1 2. Then after that we have the next command, truncate. Okay, truncate command is used to remove all the data at a time from the table or to empty the table. The command is used like truncate table, table name. Okay, here we are assuming that we have the data in the table and we are using the truncate table command. So if my table is having 10 rows, all the rows will be deleted at a time, but keeping the structure as it is in the memory. So if we use the describe command, describe dpt info, our structure is available as it is into the memory. This is the fourth command from the data definition language type. Then we have the next command, that is drop. So this drop command is used to remove the table structure or to remove the table permanently. We are using the command drop table, table name, that is dpt underscore info 1 2. So it gives the message table drop. And if we use the command describe dpt underscore info 1 2, it shows us the message object dpt info 1 2 does not exist. It means my table is permanently deleted. So we can say that with truncate table only the data is deleted, structure remains as it is into the memory, but with drop table as well as data is deleted permanently from the memory. This is all about the data definition language command. Thank you.